Not only do they think that we're going to see things in the sky, but we're going to be able to track it. We're going to be able to actually gather a variety of different data related to this thing.
My name is Michael Batista. I'm 32 years old and I'm a former U.S. Army Green Beret, 3rd Group.
And Mike, do you believe that a higher form of non-human intelligence has been visiting this planet?
Yes, I do.
When you make that statement, how confident are you that is true?
I'm extremely confident.
Do you feel like you believe that is true, or do you feel like you know that is true?
I know that it's true.
When you do this, are there other people around? Do they actually see you doing this?
I have multiple witnesses that can testify that that is a fact.
And how many times do you feel like you've been able to summon something in the sky?
Anytime I want.
Look at that. Holy shit, dude.
I think went up, yeah.
And they're like solid.
How you feeling, Mike?
Good, how you doing?
I'm feeling good now. A lot better. Everybody's up here, all set up. We got all kinds of tripods and night vision and thermal. On that hilltop, the mountaintop.
More higher than we saw.
It looks like a string of them coming up from the ground right now. See that? 3 of them?
There is a connection between the paranormal, UFOs, and the myths of ancient history. The clues are scattered across the landscape from a forbidden past, maybe even in your own backyard. There is a connection between the true nature of our reality, consciousness, and the unexplained. I'm Carl the Crusher. Let's explore the unknown.
For those of you that are familiar with this channel, nothing's going to be new here. But if you are new, there's 3 things that we got to cover. First of all, you might see these videos in this entire video series, and at first you're excited to see all the UAP footage, the UFO captures, and all of that evidence. I promise we're going to get to all of that. But there's a couple of things that are going on. Right now, simultaneously, there's a bunch of news interviews that the team members that are on this trip with me have been doing, podcast interviews and other stuff like that that are going to give a lot of context and background as to what is going on and what brought us to here, who we all are, and all of that. So I'm going to put links to a bunch of that down in the description box below if you want to go get caught up on all of that. If you're familiar with this YouTube channel, then nothing is going to be new for you. You know that the way this goes is like my personal journal, my personal diary. I video log everything that I do in a linear fashion from beginning to end. So from when I get up on the trip and I go out there and we explore the whole environment, and then when nightfall comes and we get out the UAP investigation equipment, and the night vision and the thermals and all that stuff, all of that is going to get released in a linear fashion, just like a documentary. So if you're one of those people that just wants to get to the UFO footage and wants to get to the exciting part, then what you need to do is just skip ahead to those parts of the video and look around and scroll through the timeline. You're totally fine to do that if that's what you want to watch. You don't have to watch all of the parts where we go up to ancient petroglyph sites and explore the ancient history of the region. If you go through all of this and you watch this series and you actually just enjoy it from beginning to end, you'll realize that it's taking you along a path of disclosure and a path of awakening. When we go to the ancient petroglyph sites, it is very deeply connected to the pattern and the formula of successful psionic contact with the phenomena. So going to the ancient petroglyph sites, exploring the indigenous history of the location, standing in front of it and looking at it and puzzling over it, all of that quantum entangles your mind and your consciousness with the phenomena in a unique way that is a part of the formula. So if you want to skip over all of that and just get to the UAP footage and start to analyze that and what we captured, we're going to blow your mind, and we're going to release a whole bunch of cool stuff that you've never seen before. In fact, an entirely new class of UAP that hasn't really even been announced yet that we did capture during critical moments of this research trip. Also, once this entire video series and this docu-series is released and rolled out in its long form, probably 5 or 6 different episodes, at the very end of this series in a few weeks, I will take all of the UFO and UAP footage and I will put it into just one highlight reel that just has all of that in one video. It'll probably be close to a half hour long or an hour long. I'm not sure yet, but once we get to there, if you want to wait for that, you're totally fine to do that too. It's going to come out in a couple of weeks. And also those types of edits you can find over on the Psionic Assets YouTube channel, Mike Batista, and also J2, the Psionic Assets YouTube channel. We're going to have separate edits here on this YouTube channel and also over on theirs as well, that you can go just watch nothing but the UFO part and the psionic part. Only here on my channel and in this series are you going to see the whole deep dive into the history, the ancient petroglyphs and all of that. So now that you know the difference, you can find the links down in the description box below and find what's right for you, and sit back and enjoy the ride.
We're back at Thunderstrike Ranch, and they've got new puppies.
Congratulations.
Oh, look at those babies.
Well, we got more over there. You can take.
Fly it back.
Yeah, there you go.
They look like little burritos. How cute. I love their speckles. And they're all good. That's the mama for sure. There's mama. Hi, mama.
Oh my
That's so cute. You can look.
You were such a good protector. Oh,
That is adorable.
we love you. We love you, babies.
Good morning, everybody. We are at McKee Springs in Dinosaur National Monument, and I've got the 360 camera out. I'm here with my friend and another psionic asset in training, Morgan Mine. She's up on the top of the hill way up there. We're gonna go up and join her at the ancient petroglyph site. Last time I was here, you'll remember, I came up here with Mike Batista, and it's going to be really awesome because later tonight and today we're going to be going up to Thunderstrike Ranch and hooking up with Mike and his girl Des, and then J2, the other psionic asset, a helicopter pilot from Skywatcher, and his girl, and we're going to be up at Thunderstrike Ranch doing psionics and summoning UFOs tonight. We're going to do campfire s'mores. We're going to be talking about consciousness and everything. And here we are. Hi, Morgan.
Hey, I just found a penny.
Yeah, you found a penny, and that's like been significant for you, right?
Yes, pennies are signs from my angels.
Yes. We've been having a lot of those. Everybody on the team's having all kinds of crazy synchronicities. I gotta catch my breath.
This is the most magnificent place in the world.
I'm glad you could come. So what do you see, Morgan?
So it's a lot bigger in real life.
Yes. Than you imagined?
Yes, I see almost like a scale
Mm-hmm.
right there.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Like a balancing scale, potentially.
I see. See how this one's like emerging from the circle, like coming out? I see that being kind of the same thing with like an entity with its arms going up with the hands. But it's hard to tell.
also find it interesting that this is almost like translucent, and you can see the being behind it, which is like a human alien figure with like an animal figure on top of it,
Yes.
symbolizing this like interconnection between the two.
And if you were looking into some, like through a portal of time, you might see like some of the UFO landing that Mike has. There's a lot of elements that look like this, like of entities, but you also see like figures and animals and things move through the scene, like it's bending time itself.
This is very interesting.
Yes. That's a big buffalo or a bison. The head's facing that way, but the horns. See it? And the legs are on the bottom, the forelegs. And that's a bison there too. So it's like a herd of bison. But notice the hand becomes like a shield or the spiral.
Yeah, how it's touching this, but then also they're both touching that diamond
Yes.
shape.
And in Mike's video, this is all like this too. Like there's actually a moment where you see a figure that looks like this and he has a thing like that in his hand. Or it's like coming out of his hand.
Yeah, there's a statue of like enlightenment figures in Pittsburgh, and they're holding this light figure like that as well.
Yeah. And see how they can do circles when they want, but they choose to do the entities and the figures with square or rectangular heads.
Mm-hmm.
So they could have given them normal human-like heads, but they didn't. But they're all coming out like they're stepping in from another dimension or something.
Yeah, they're definitely coming through a portal. And the spiral.
Yes. What does it make you feel being here? Exactly.
Yeah. Speechless and powerful, and like
Yeah.
I'm harnessing the power of the entire universe while being here,
Yes.
standing in front of it. What are the holes?
So those, I've heard two different things. It depends. They could be, sadly, they could be bullet holes.
That's what I was.
Like people
'cause
down
it
on,
looks like a shattering
people
point.
driving their truck down on the road might think that these spirals look like bullseyes for fun, and so they're target practicing on them. So that could have been the early pioneers and the settlers that found them, just took pot shots at them. But you do find some of them that when you step back and look at them, like connect the dots, they form into constellations.
I know. That's what made me. They look very intentional.
Exactly. So you could maybe like take a picture and then connect all the dots and mess around with it. And it might
Yes.
connect to some star formation, because they were considered the star people. Like they came down on the silver feathers from the sky and up from the ground, out of portals like this and out of the walls. And they saved people from cataclysms. And imagine trying to communicate a message without a written language. Like when you don't have an alphabet or reading or writing and you're trying to tell something.
Symbolism.
It's all symbolism and meaning and impressions, you know, like you're meant to more like see it and feel it more than read it. You know?
Yes.
We try to read it and get logical,
It'll
but it's meant to
tell
be felt, you know?
To look. Yeah. Telepathically.
Exactly. And you think about how they would perceive like this as like as a doorway or a spiritual entrance. So you could sit here and like astral project into the wall. So if you sat under
This
here,
is where I found the penny.
yeah.
Because I decided to climb here.
Do you see the charcoal on the ground, the ash?
Yes.
They had campfires here. This is all ash and campfire stuff. You just fit right through there. I can't even make it. Camera can see, but that's funny. Yeah.
Come on, look at these. Okay, we're just getting started. We're still in the same place. We're just a little bit farther up the road now. And the lighting is just perfect and beautiful. Yeah, aren't these amazing? Just little floating heads and no legs.
Are we to climb up there?
Hmm?
Am I able to climb up there?
Yeah.
Another bone.
Another bone?
Yes. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Look at how there's like, he's also got like a little wedge in his hand and he's holding like a mushroom or something, like mushroom shaped thing on a string. And then the little guy behind him or underneath him. And this one doesn't even have legs. It's just like the tunic strings hanging off. And he's really not got any arms.
It's almost like the chakra energies or something as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Like
That the line going up.
But it doesn't connect all the way through, so.
And the one below has like a slash going through, but I don't know if that somebody did that later.
Yeah, that looks.
And how the things come off the head and then there's lines coming down. That's very common up here too, like the antenna, the headdresses.
Probes.
The what?
Like probes.
Probes, yeah.
And then that snake next to the
Yeah.
mushroom.
And the way his hand stops at right the natural line of the rock, like he's coming out of the wall. So they would use the natural way the rock is cracked like that. And his hand goes up and is holding it.
Yeah. The way that it's bent like that, like that is intentional.
With the arms out. I
or
agree.
else it wouldn't be bent.
I agree. Let me go this way. We'll come back this way and take pictures of everything. That's graffiti. And these are clearly non-human figures here. When you look up behind me, that one up there and that one up there, look at how they're just like horns. They just go up like that. And again, holding the thing in his hand, in his right hand, and the left hand has the spiral just like at the other spot. Wow. There's probably stuff all over up on top too. Which one, a couple of years ago I did go up there. Why does that one have 4 arms? Right?
Are these ones drawn later?
The one right down there is graffiti.
This Indian?
Yeah. Somebody newer came along and did that. Probably in the last.
Like with the animal chasing the
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
man.
Maybe I missed that one.
really impressive though.
Yeah. The animal chasing the man. Oh, interesting.
This man's like running. That's one of those.
Right.
Oh.
Like a squatter man.
Yes.
That does look more modern, like somebody scratching. It's not really pecking. Could be graffiti. It could have been pioneers. That wasn't.
Like that's chasing that, and then it's running towards.
Yeah.
Something.
It could have been Spaniards. Came up and scratched that in, because they were the ones that brought horses over. And that's definitely not indigenous carving style.
Yeah, it just is on.
It is. It's out of place. And this one is over here. All scratched. Way different than the pecking style.
Yes. It's different. People.
There's just like a little person up there. This is probably my favorite one here.
Yeah.
Clearly the hand extends all the way over to the
That.
big bullseye, and then that like galaxy symbol gets me every time. It's like
My thing is how it's holding up that man upside
the
down.
upside down. Yes.
And then this also looks upside down.
Like an animal falling,
Upside down, yeah.
like Stranger Things.
Like the upside down.
Yes.
Yes. Like it's putting it into the portal.
Right. That's very common, even on the Anasazi Trail down where I live. There's like that, these interactions and portal symbols, and then up at the top of the glyph there's like a spiral and a guy upside down like he's falling out of it.
And the way, I don't know if that's, it has to be intentional. The way that it's like scratched but then
Yes.
blotted
So detailed there.
like stars.
Yes. Like a vortex or like a nebula, you know? Yin and yang or something. But look at the horns in the hand on that one. And the arms go off. Like, its arm is so long and becomes that bullseye, and the other one's there with its hand underneath it too. It's so wild.
Like it's
They're both doing that, yeah. Yeah, like it's
or like
catch-
it's projecting it from its palm.
Right.
Like they're able to create it.
It's like a psychedelic trip. Yeah. But they all have the shoulders out square, funny like that, in their arms. But this is what I think a lot of people confuse it, and they start thinking it's like demons or something. Like the horns get people all thrown off.
Mm-mm. Horns are a symbol of protection.
Right. Animals that have horns are all for defense.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's such a cool one. And then this one is so interesting because of the scale, the different sizes of them.
And it is different how this portal has one ring, and that's like the upside down, and then this one has the 3 rings. Remember
Oh
what
yeah,
that
you're right.
symbolizes as well.
And then somebody wrote LM in the middle of that.
Like who
So
would
dumb.
do that?
And see the one coming off the top? There's like the
Oh.
dotted line, and then there's yeah. And that's like a figure, and he's either leaning forward, or he's got no head or something. It's just like a
Yeah, that one was very. It does look like it has no head.
Like maybe is this the head down here?
It is the
and
head.
that's the body?
That
like,
is the head down there.
right?
And what could that be though?
It is like a head that's down inside there. Oh yeah. The whole
I don't
thing.
know.
I don't know.
That is. To even call it.
I would totally live up here though if I was back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And then this one, the horn and the hand all connects. So wild. Look at the size of the dog compared to the Sitika. Down by its foot. And the entities at the bottom.
Yeah, that's so small.
But I like his necklace.
Yeah, they all are wearing some sort of
Something
protection.
like, right.
Yeah, amulet.
They all have the line and the horns, but that one has the spiral horns.
Yeah, one spiral horn.
And the
And
other one goes out.
It almost looks like that's like the antenna
Mm-hmm.
lassoing the other.
Like,
or
how would you
connecting
describe,
it.
how would you draw telepathy?
Yeah.
You know, mind control or telepathy or psychic connection. Like you draw like a line connected to the head and the hand.
Like it's being guided because it's not connecting to the head, it's connecting to the hand. So it's almost like walking him towards
Yes.
something.
And again with the square head, like they could do it round if they wanted.
And this one.
So on this trip, Mike's girl Des, she's a tattoo artist, and we're getting tattoos on this trip. So stay tuned for that to see what tattoo we get. I'm not going to tell you now. It's going to be a surprise. You're going to have to watch that episode when we get tattoos and all hang out. That'll be fun. But I'm saying that now because
This inspired mine.
this is the inspiration, yes.
The portal of enlightenment.
I know. And
That's
just
my title for this.
portal of enlightenment. And their hands are going into it. And they're all like the little ones touching, holding on to the side of that big one.
And then they're both touching with their fingers, the little mushrooms.
Yeah. Like some kind of a plant or
Energy.
like a bell or a plant or mushroom. Like they're holding something by a string.
Or UFO.
Right. This guy just like with his head and horns.
And because this is different than the other portals over there, because this has the spiral with the sun.
Yeah.
Like this symbolizes sun and like the beyond, or
Right.
going into something new and enlightened.
And then you see how this rock over here is like raised out and the shadow cast down. Like I bet when the sun comes up at different times, that shadow pulls across the petroglyph and probably lines up with different things as it goes across on certain times. So like they all line up and mark the different seasons, and they all kind of work like a calendar in a weird way.
We're just exploring all over this place today. Looking for feathers and cool little rocks and things. But notice this guy doesn't even have any arms. Some of them don't have legs, some of them don't have arms. They're just like a impression. Like a apparition almost. Sort of a portrait. Oh yeah, what's up there?
So cool. It's inviting me.
It did get warm quick, huh?
Yes, it did.
It was really chilly when the sun was coming up. Is there anything up there?
A little feather thing.
Little alcove. Oh yeah. Wow.
That I would love to climb into to see what's in there.
Right. Look at this view. So
They have prominent like earlobes.
on that one,
Just a lot of them too.
yeah,
I
like
wonder
they
if
have
those
like
were-
earrings.
Yeah, earrings or
Yeah. So that one's a petroglyph with a pictograph, the red ochre on the face. So you see the lines coming down is like the skirt and then the body, and then you see the two eyes in the mouth, and that red pigment is red ochre. So that one's got a painted face over top of the petroglyph. So that's both a petroglyph and pictograph. I love how he's like in that pocket in the rock.
and they had to be very tall
Yeah, how did they get up there?
because there's no. That's a very difficult climb.
Yes. See the little ones just above your head there too with the horns?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the T symbols and stuff. And then you know how you were thinking about your first tattoo idea? Look at that right on the chest. I was waiting for you to see this one. I wasn't going to tell you. But they,
So maybe
yeah,
I
they
do
definitely
it
does
on the
have a
chest.
spiral on the chest. You see that style though?
Yeah.
And look at the headdress. It's like Egyptian.
That's what's so interesting. That's the same kind of pattern as that wave.
Yep.
One.
That like nebula looking
Mhm.
thing.
They have different spiral like features in each portal. So it like takes you to a different dimension. Each being takes you to
Right.
a different.
And that, see this one here too, look, has the body, and it's like the head is off to the side or something, and then there's all these lines going up. Or there's like a bird or something next to it. It's like a person with no head. And then
Like
a body with no
sacrificing.
legs. Yeah. If we go to the other petroglyph site closer to Thunderstrike tomorrow, those are called the headhunter petroglyphs. And the ones that look like mushrooms that they're holding, they actually have faces on them, and they look like they're holding severed heads. It's pretty gnarly. Yeah. And then this one up here just kind of looks like a family or something. Holding hands, a couple. Like 3 people holding hands. And up there's another big bullseye and a couple of goats. We got a few more spots, so we're gonna stop, and now we're just gonna sit here and meditate and take pictures and head back into town in a little bit. We pulled up here to get this scenic view of the Green River Dinosaur National Monument. And Morgan was like, I want to get a 360 shot of this whole canyon. And so I'm like, done. Bet, let's get the camera out. So I'm gonna walk along this ridge and you guys get to see it all too. We'll start over here and then we'll just pan around. Again, shout out to Joe Maney for paying for this necklace to help pay for fuel through the Patreon Inner Circle. So we're getting to wear this up to all these awesome sights and all these amazing experiences, and then I get to send it off to Joe and he gets to wear it and keep it as a memento. So if you want to get a necklace or be part of the Inner Circle, the Crusher crew, then go join the Patreon page. Right? Stunning. That's why your screen's all busted. Shit.
I don't like keeping it on my body.
You lay it yeah, I know. It's like the weird radiation.
Yeah. So I would rather.
You like laying it face down on the rocks.
And the screen protector.
I know. That's why it's all cracked to shit. That's funny. What a beautiful place. See that big canyon to the right behind you there? There's like roads that go all the way up there. I've never been. Do you hear the elk? That whistle? That's an elk call. There's elk down in the by the river. We'll probably see one when we go up to Thunderstrike.
Be that close to a mountain lion. For real.
What'd you say you heard, Jordan?
Yeah, right.
There was one that killed one of our calves down here, and then it snagged some chickens from here the other day, and my brother and sister, my brother-in-law and sister hit it with a truck right here. Hit the mountain lion? Yep. Wow. Didn't kill it. It got up and ran off, but it's been killing animals, cows and chickens and stuff all up this day. Didn't sound super fierce, but it sounded like it was letting us know, like, hey, I'm right here in that woods right next to you. It'll growl if you don't change the water all night. It's up there growling at me. I'm like, no, that's what it was. I'm like, that was either a bobcat or that was a mountain lion, one of the two.
You heard growling last night?
Yeah, I did.
Just right by here?
Yeah, I was right up around this corner here. Yeah. Probably a mountain lion. Also a bear. A guy up here just a mile had a bear.
We're getting all set up. I'm getting my tattoo next. So Des is going to be giving me a band. So this wristband that I've got on my left wrist, I'm going to get a matching one on the right wrist. So
That's gonna be cool. I'm gonna set up the 360 camera, film the whole thing, have a cool conversation like a podcast, see how it goes. But everybody's just kind of like hanging out, getting to know each other, meeting everybody. It's just fun to hang out on the ranch.
Cutting stone, really, is what that is. I'm pretty certain of that, because it would have been a little bit sharper. And I'll sit there and do that so they can cut the
Hold it still for a sec.
cut the skin right here.
Yeah, that is flaking. Where'd you find this, Donovan?
I found that in the driveway at the ranch.
This is part of a blade. This is an indigenous tool.
I was putting some siding on a shed, and I looked down. I'm like, "What the frick is that?"
These are pressure brakes. This was a spearhead, or like a. This is totally a spearhead.
Do you
dude.
know what I think this is?
The tip of it was out here, like where my fingers go.
Stuff,
Yeah, this was probably 8 or 10 inches long.
I think it was one of those. I mean, it could be that too, or it could be one of these cut tools, right? They'll hold them like that, razor sharp. They'll grab deer skin or whatever, and they'll just sit there and cut it with it.
Where was it?
It was right in the yard, the farm yard that we stack hay and stuff. It was sitting right there on the ground.
Wow.
It probably is all mixed in there, but I showed it to my grandpa. He said that back in the day, he had a guy that came up from Phoenix to buy cows and stuff, and he'd go hiking through the hills, and he'd come back with handfuls of arrowheads and stuff.
Wow. That's definitely an indigenous tool right there. That's got pressure brakes and flaking and everything off of it.
He looks for arrowheads all the time. He found, he says my uncle's house is sitting on an old dugout house, you know, down there by the ranch, because there's all kinds of stuff down there. But
Did you ever hear about the village that was in the point?
Yeah.
So it used to be a huge village,
Right.
and then before
Fremont
anybody,
Village?
Yep. And then they went and bulldozed it down. So La Pointe used to be this huge, like the biggest one in the area.
Right.
Huge village. And they just, we'll make something out of this.
That's exactly where it
Busted
is.
it down.
The point there. Anyway, there's all sorts of artifacts around here.
You know, I know my dad would come up with his farm equipment and stuff. They'd haul hay from one location to another, and they'd come up that hill and then come up here. They said that at one point they found this big, like, Indian burial ground. They went into a little thing, dude, and there was like just bodies in there, just kind of like.
How far from here?
Not very far.
Just
right
off
down
the
the
hill.
road.
So when you drop off that red hill, that's the point right there.
Yeah.
Where the smelter and stuff is, basically?
Yeah,
Really?
just a little farther than that.
Yeah. I mean, I know where it is. I'm asking for the audience, so
Right.
you can you can describe it for them.
You want to ride, Morgan?
Okay.
This is Morgan's first horse ride.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna come over here and get the teepee in the background and the whole yeah.
I'm going to guide you.
This is fancy.
Nice to meet you.
She's a nice horse. I let my kids ride this. So yeah, just kind of grab there,
Oops.
swing up. There you go. How are those stirrups? Are they decent?
Yeah, I think I might not be able to touch them.
Okay, I can adjust them more too.
Do I need them? I don't think so.
So when you right here is your brakes. So if you pull back, she's gonna go backwards.
Go in reverse.
Stop. When you want to turn, you just lay your hand the direction you want to go. She'll turn this way, and then you lay your hand this way, and she'll turn this way. Yeah, kind of like that. You might have to go back in that way a little bit, and then to get her to go, you just kind of kick her, not real hard, just kind of tap her a little bit. Maybe give her just a little bit of her head back. Put your reins down a little bit.
Put your hands down.
Okay,
There.
right there. Yeah.
Give her a little
And
slack.
just
Yeah.
Give her a little touch on the, maybe a little bit more. So hold her just like right here. There we go. Her bit was kind of pulling back a little bit. So then just kind of kick her right in there somewhere.
Okay.
Just little.
Just kind of with your heels. Just give her like a little. There you go.
Thank you.
She's real nice. Like you're not
Oh
gonna
my
have any
goodness.
trouble.
Now I'm so.
And then just kind of lay your rein this way, and then you turn that way.
Oh wow. I love you.
She is the best. And if you ever need to stop, just pull back. Pull back a little bit.
Pull back.
Pull back on your reins.
Pull back real hard. Pull back towards your chest. There you go.
There you go.
Pull
Yeah,
back
you
towards your
gotta-
chest.
when
Good
they
job.
Start moving like that, you kind of lock in.
Got to pull back.
You gotta just pull your reins back.
You got a good trot in.
Jump the fence.
ready.
Yeah, that's great.
Everybody just bailed out of the trailer because there's UFOs in the sky. So they're gonna go see if it's actually legit or not, and they're gonna come back and tell us one way or another. But Des and I are gonna keep going here.
Stay sitting.
And this purple light gets bigger and bigger and bigger in front of me, and all of a sudden it opens up like a tunnel. He has like these big eyes and this really smooth, like a grasshopper. His head's like this big grasshopper, and its 3 fingers come up like this and curl out right at me. We filmed a bunch of UAP daytime sightings. It's still daytime, and while the UAP were directly overhead, I was taken. Look at that! Holy shit, dude!
That thing is doing well.
And there's been a couple.
That one too.
Whoa, did you see that?
Did a U-turn. Oh,
That was crazy.
On that hilltop, the mountaintop.
Probably like from the early 1900s or something, I would think.
Or coyote or something else went right through here.